Congressman Jeff Fortenberry officially pleaded not guilty today on 3 felony charges that center on what federal authorities call a deliberate misleading of an FBI investigation on illegal campaign funds. 3 News Now reporter John Kipper listened in on the case and tells us what new details have been revealed.
Yeah, Vanessa, Representative Fortenberry will not be held in detention while he awaits the case. Now, he still must post a $50,000 bond, and despite objections from his attorneys, he can't talk to anybody on the witness list that includes current and former staff members.
Is an outlier to that.
Judge Roselle Oliver ultimately told the prosecution and Fortenberry defense team to work out details so Fortenberry may be allowed to at least talk with current staff, just not about the case. Fortenberry's attorney argued for the lightest bond terms possible, saying the 9th-term congressman served his country with dignity throughout his entire time in Congress. The judge largely agreed, giving Fortenberry reasonable conditions. Through multiple court documents, the FBI paints a picture on how they say campaign money got to Fortenberry. It starts with billionaire foreign national Gilbert Shiguri, who gave $30,000 to his consultant, Tufik Baklini, an American businessman. Baklini then gave the money to a person the FBI calls Individual H. That person then spread $30,000 to 8 other people who made what appeared to, at the time, be legal donations to Fortenberry's campaign. The affidavit from the Fed says Fortenberry repeatedly lied and misled authorities during their investigation into illegal contributions. Authorities say Fortenberry told them he was unaware that the money came from Shiguri or illegally to him at all. The affidavit also says Fortenberry never disclosed that the money came from Shiguri at any point. Each of the 3 charges carry a max penalty of 5 years in prison. Fortenberry's attorney John Ratrell said in court he will soon file motions that include suppressing Fortenberry's statements to the FBI and dismissing the case.
Now, John, I know it's a bit confusing, but what specifically does the federal government say Fortenberry lied about?
Well, yeah, and I won't get into everything, but kind of the brief rundown is in 2018, he had a phone call with this guy the FBI calls Individual H. And this is the person that helped funnel money into his campaign initially. In this phone call, Individual H told Fortenberry, according to the feds, that that money did come from a foreign national, that it did go into his campaign illegally. Fast forward to about a year later, and Fortenberry told the FBI that he had no idea how that money got into his campaign and that it wasn't illegal. So that seems to be the basis of the FBI's case. And that being said, it does appear like that phone conversation between Individual and H and Fortenberry was recorded. So that's kind of, like I said, the FBI's case. So
with that being said, what are the possible repercussions from this for the congressman?
Well, obviously, outside of the legalities of going to prison, probation, anything like that, he already had some today. He resigned from all his committee posts. That was something he would likely have to do anyway. But when you look at electoral politics, Democrats have never really had a chance to win that race since Fortenberry got in office in 2004. It's likely they're going to put a strong candidate next year. You could also see a Republican challenger jump in the race now, and that's something Fortenberry has never really had to face.
Right. Well, really great information, and you'll continue to update us as the case progresses, right?
Yeah, I sure will.
Awesome. Thanks so much, John.
Thanks, Vanessa.
And for all we know on this case, including a detailed explanation of the charges and the video that Fortenberry released on Tuesday morning, just head to our website, 3newsnow.com, and click on the story.